Did a client ever read your email and just go quiet with no reply at all? Welcome back to Career English Podcast. I'm James, and that's Alex. Today, 5 English words to write a short proposal email that clients say yes to. By the end, you'll know the one line that turns silence into a real reply.
So here's my real problem. Last week, a client on Upwork asked me to send a proposal for a website job. I wrote 3 long paragraphs about me, my life, my dog, and the client never replied. I think my email was too long and too messy.
That happens a lot, and the fix is simple. A proposal email should be short. The client wants to see the value of your work, your timeline, and the cost fast. Then you give them a clear next step. 4 small parts, that's all.
Wait, but my client is in Germany and I'm far away. Different time zone, different culture. Won't a short email feel rude or cold to someone like that?
No, short is not rude. Busy clients love short. They read your proposal in 1 minute, they see the value, they check the cost, and they reply. A long email feels like work for them, so they wait and forget.
Okay, that makes sense. So in my next proposal, I should write the value first, then the timeline, then the cost, and finish with the next step. But honestly, I never know how to talk about money without feeling shy.
We'll fix that shy feeling today. Let me walk through each word. First, proposal. A proposal is a short plan you send to a client to offer your work. It is not your life story. It answers one thing. What will you do for them?
So a proposal is like a small menu. I show what I cook and the client picks. But here's my pushback. If my proposal is so short, how does the client trust me? Short can look lazy too, no?
Good pushback. Short is not lazy when you show value. Value is the second word. Value means the good thing the client gets from your work. Not what you do, but what they get. More sales, less stress, a faster website. That builds trust fast.
Oh, I see the difference now. So I should not write, I will build a website. I should write, you will get more customers from your website. That's the value. That sounds much stronger, actually.
Now, word 3, timeline. A timeline is your time plan. When you start and when you finish. Clients always ask this. A clear timeline tells them you are organized. 2 weeks is a timeline. Soon is not a timeline because soon means nothing to a busy client.
Ha! I always write soon. My client in Brazil hates that word, I think. So a real timeline gives a number, like a date or a number of days. That feels safer for both people.
Exactly the right idea. Word 4 is cost. Cost is the money the client pays for your work. Many freelancers hide the cost because they feel shy, but a clear cost saves time. You write the cost, the client knows, and nobody wastes a week guessing.
But isn't it scary to say the cost? What if the cost is too high and the client runs away? I always wait for the client to ask about money first.
I understand the fear, but waiting is worse. If your cost is clear and your value is clear, the price feels fair. The client pays in US dollars, you get your money, and the deal moves. Hiding the cost only makes the client nervous.
Okay, last word is next step. I think a next step is just, thank you, bye, right? You finish the email politely and that's it.
Almost, but not quite. A next step is the action you ask the client to do after reading. Thank you is polite, but it is not a next step. A real next step is, can we have a short call on Monday? You tell them exactly what to do.
Oh, that's a big fix for me. So the next step pulls the client forward. Without a next step, the client reads, says nice, and then does nothing. The next step is the push.
Right, the next step is the push. Let's practice one. Try saying this one with me. I'll say it once, and you can say it after me in your own voice. My proposal shows the value, the timeline, and the cost.
My proposal shows the value, the timeline, and the cost. Oh, that feels good in my mouth. All 4 words in one short line. I could almost paste that into a real email.
And that's why we practice the whole line, not single words. In a real email, these words sit together. When you say proposal, value, timeline, and cost in one breath, your client hears a clear, confident person. That confidence is worth real money to you.
Let me try a full mini scenario now. Imagine a client from Indonesia messages me on Upwork. She wants a logo for her coffee shop. I open my proposal email and I write the value first. You will get a logo that makes your shop look professional.
Beautiful start. You led with value, not with yourself. Now give her the timeline and the cost in the same short email. Keep both lines simple because she is busy and she has many freelancers in her inbox right now.
Okay, my timeline is 5 days for the first logo. The cost is $120. Then my next step, if you like this proposal, just reply yes and I will start tomorrow. Did I do it right?
You nailed it. Value, timeline, cost, and a clear next step, all in a few lines. The client reads your proposal in 30 seconds. She knows the value, she knows the cost, and the next step is easy. That email wins jobs.
And I can sign it with a neutral name, like Best Taylor, right? So the email looks clean and professional. Honestly, I wish I had this last week. My long, messy email lost me a real client.
You'll win the next one. Let me put it all together in one freelance picture. A client calls you. You send a short proposal. First line, the value, what they get. Second, the timeline, when you finish. Third, the cost, what they pay. Last, the next step, what they do now. 4 parts, 4 words, one short email. No life story, no dog, no fear. Just proposal, value, timeline, cost, next step. That is the shape of every email that gets a fast reply from a paying client.
Let me lock it in with a try it line. My proposal gives you clear value and a fair cost. And then, the next step is a quick call this week. 2 short sentences, and my whole email is basically done.
That's a perfect close. Subscribe if you want more English for your freelance career, because next episode we cover how to follow up when a client goes quiet. The polite second email that wakes them up. You'll learn the exact words to send.
I really needed this one today. Short proposal, clear value, real timeline, honest cost, and one strong next step. I'm going to fix that messy email and send it again tonight, this time the right way.
Go win that client. Remember, keep your proposal short, show the value, give a timeline, state the cost, and ask for the next step. Try this in your next email. Come back next episode and tell us how it went.